All right, Patriot Football League 2025, game number 5. This is the game of the week. Game of the week. And this is week 2. Game 5 on the year. Mesa, 1-0 Mesa versus 1-0 Dayton. Mesa ends up scoring 17 points in the fourth quarter of the first game of the year to turn it on and win 27-17, and Dayton scores in their final drive of the game with a touchdown pass from Wallace to Hollis and gave them a 14-13 win on the road against El Paso. Kevin Elias owns the Mesa Machine. They've been in the league for 28 years, 29 years. Dayton, he was a founding member. They have been in the league now. This is their 31st year. We have a matchup of contrasts. The league's top offense for the last 4 years at the 3 rating versus the league's current top defense, the Dayton Triangles at -3. They're going to wash each other out here. However, the cars dictate whether offense or defense plays a role, so that's going to be a big deal. That's about execution. This team, Billy Folds is the coach here. They have yet to win a title despite their offensive success. He runs a 43 pass-heavy team. Andrews, top quarterback in our league, if he could win a title, might have a shot at a Hall of Fame, but they have yet to win a title. Parker is his back. Parks is his top receiver. On defense, their top players are Clark, Borghese, and Colburn. On the flip side, the Dayton Triangles feature Phil Barnhart, 2-time Coach of the Year, defense 43. They're a run-heavy team. They feature Wallace, who's a solid veteran, Robinson, who's been a fantastic running back, and a very good receiver in Hollis. On the flip side, their top man is Gibson, Bjork, Louderbeck, Jacobs, Doyle, Bravo. They got some really solid players. We are at Triangle Park. Dayton will get the ball to start. So let's check the kickoff. Kickoff is 1. It's going to be a touchback. So Dayton's going to start at the 20. And they're using run heavy for this first drive. They snap the ball. Run heavy is a pass for 13 plus with a chance to go for a touchdown. And we're going to add to that 1. It's going to be a fumble. So 13 of the ball is loose. 10, 11, 12, 13. Pop ball is loose. It's going to be recovered by the defense. The defense is going to scoop this up and go for another 6. 6 is a 3-yard return back. 1, 2, 3. Holy cow, that was exciting. So Dayton completion. That completion is to 3. That was to Hollis. So Hollis, fumble lost, recovered by O'Donnell, defense O'Donnell. So this ball was caught. The ball got knocked loose. O'Donnell recovers the fumble. Again, defensive lineman recovers the fumble. That's because he's chasing down and fighting for the ball in the scrum. And folks, the hometown team now reeling as the #1 scoring offense in football has a short field. Using the pass-heavy team here. 27-yard strike, defense -3, 24 yards, 10, 24, puts us at the 6. First and goal at the 6 for Mesa. They snap the ball. It's another pass, offense, touchdown. Wow, they make quick work of Dayton. Andrews with a 6-yard pass to 6. That's going to be Parks, his stud receiver. And the extra point here is good. And wow, that is points off turnover. Big deal here. Holy cow. Kick return. 12 is going to put the ball at the 7, so they got a chance. And Dayton's going to take it back. 9, very good. 7 and 7 is 34. After the 34-yard line, Dayton now with better field position, but reeling from a 2-play drive, 2 passes. And clearly Mesa is in mid-season form after a 27-point game win at home, and now in 2 plays takes a lead against the Dayton Triangles. Dayton runs heavy. It's going to be a pre-snap penalty. They got to back it up to the 29, first down over. They snap the ball. It's going to be a run for nothing. Defense nothing, so second down. That's a carry for Robinson for nothing. They snap the ball. It's going to be a big run for 7 minus defense none. So we're up to the 36, third down, and we're going to stick with what they do best. And it's going to be a run of 8 Defense, no modifier. 8 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. First down on the button. Holy cow. Dayton moving. Pass, incomplete, second down. It's going to be a pass for 7. Defense, no modifier. That no modifier is a killer. 3rd and 3. And it's going to be a run and a fumble. So they rip off a 8-yard run. And the defense recovers. Another fumble. 8-yard run. Damn, down to the 41. Ball's loose. And it's returned for a fumble back. 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. And the ball's loose. Recovered by Dayton. And they're going to return it. 3. They're going to return it for 5 yards. So Dayton picks it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Folks, that actually counts as a possession for both teams. So who fumbled that original run? 4 did. That's going to be Robinson. So Robinson, fumble lost, recovered by 1. Greg, he had a fumble recovery, but then a fumble lost. So technically, that's a Greg defensive fumble lost on return, and that's going to kill clock. Folks, it is Mesa 7, Dayton 0, but Dayton, starting the second quarter, has the ball, first down and 10 right there, and technically we have to shuffle the deck as the quarter has come to an end. Holy cow. Let's try to shuffle these suckers, man. I just don't have the gription. The one thing about these fancy cards is they're slick. There we go. Much better. Try to mix it up. We'll do it again. So, that was exciting. Robinson coughed it up. Greg scoops it up, takes off on a return, fumbles it right back to Dayton. And that would have been a recovery by an offensive player. I'm not going to put that in the box score because they don't get credited for box score points. They get credited for touchdown catches, things like that. And then, of course, I track their turnovers for quarterbacks. All right, let's just cut these cards. And we are ready for the second quarter of this Week 2 game of the week. 7-0. Mesa capitalizes on a turnover and in 2 passes is in the end zone. Now Dayton dealing with more fumbles. It must be rain here in Ohio. All right, here they go. They're going to run the ball. 5 yards plus offense. No offensive. So 2nd and 5. It's going to be a pass for 13 with a shot at a touchdown. And indeed, 12 it is. Touchdown pass. So Dayton answers on a bomb. Wallace, a 34-yard touchdown pass to Davis, the flanker. So, Wallace to Davis. 34-yard pass to Davis, and their extra point is 100. So we really don't have to flip it because even a 1 is good. So I'm not going to waste the card. And this will be the kickoff. Wow, so all of a sudden we got a ball game as Wallace answers on a 34-yard bomb to Davis. Kickoff 10 is going to be at the 4-yard line. They get a chance to do some damage with this. 7, and indeed they will. 22, we got a penalty on the play. So they're out to the 26, but we have a penalty for, and that penalty is defense, 15 yards. So it's a face mask, add 15, 10. Wow, out to the 41-yard line. Dayton draws a big penalty on a kick return. Remember, that yellow border indicates a flag, and yes, that flag can occur on special teams. So Mesa Machine, only 59 yards from Pater, and we already know how dangerous they are. Here we go, pass heavy for them. Pass 11 with a chance to go the distance. They're going to add 1 to that's a fumble. Nope, so it's a 17, it's 11 minus 3. It's an 8-yard pass, and the ball's on the ground. My God, ball's loose. Recovered by the offense. Where's my fumble recovery? Oh, it's over here now. These are the new charts. I said they're new. These are new to me, but they're the ones that come. Oh, so offense recovers, but wow. That was dangerous. So a catch for 8 and a ball on the ground. 2nd and 2. They got it back. Okay, they're going to pass. incomplete. 3rd down and 2. They're going to pass, incomplete. 4th down. And we are going to punt. Punt of 11. Interesting. 11 is 53 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 into the end zone. They're going to take the ball at the 20. So the Dayton Triangles hanging in there. They both have thrown a touchdown pass. Dayton almost got a turnover, which would have cut the field in half for them. And here we go. Dayton goes to work running the ball. It's going to be incomplete. So they have play action pass, roll out, fire, incomplete. They're going to run for 6 yards up to the 26, 3rd and 4. And they're going to pass for 5. Offense adds a bonus. It's going to be a 1st down at the 31. Beautiful play. Dayton finds an open target. Wallace to a back. Norman out of the backfield. It's going to be pass incomplete. So another play action looking deep. They must be trying to... They want to get cheap yardage and score quickly because they know Mesa's capable. Yep, and they're going to do it again. It is a play action bomb for 19, no modifier, 19 yards, 10, 20, 1st down at the 50. And that's what they've been trying to do, is get down the field quickly against a team that can score at will. They're going to hand it off for 7. Defense has no effect. It's killing them. Their offense can't help. Their defense can't hurt. So Dayton is literally getting whatever result they get here. 2nd down. It's going to be another run for 5. And a 1st down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to the 38 as Dayton pounding the rock with Robinson. It's going to be another run at 9. Holy cow. Down to the 29. 2nd down and 1. Robinson with a big run. No, Wallace is quarterback keeper on that. They snap the ball. It's going to be a run. Offense gets nothing. 3rd down. They get stuffed. 3rd and 1. Run for 2. Defense can't affect it. 1, 2, 1st down. A good defense would have caused a loss there or a 0. Holy cow. Look at Dayton grinding out the ball. Run for nothing. Offense can't help. 2nd and 10. Pass for 10. Defense can't help. Boom. Plus, it's a 1st down as Wallace strike 5. Hollis on an out for a 1st down. It's going to be a pre-snap penalty on the defense down to the 12, 1st and 5. It's going to be a sack for a loss of 5. They lose it all. 2nd down. Who gets the sack? The sack is 10. Oh, Borghese. Oh my gosh. Borghese with a sack. Borghese scores a sack, folks. He is a DB. So they blitz the DB. And it's now 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete. He takes a shot to the end zone on 2nd and 10. Nobody there. Takes another shot for the 1st. 4th down, it's broken up. And folks, it's 4th down and 10. They're going to have to kick a field goal. 85. Let's see how it goes. Field goal kick. Oh. Field goal kick. 2 is going to be 92. It's missed. Smith, their young kicker, who had a brilliant rookie season, has missed a 34-yard field goal. Missed field goal. That's a killer. They're going to take the ball at the 20. And Mesa now with a final drive. They've got cards left. Here we go. Mesa. Pass for 13. Defense -3. 10 and a 1st down. Nice. Run for 2. Defense takes one away. 2nd and 11. Run for 3. Offense +3, 6 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3rd down. It's going to be a run for 2. Defense -3, loses 1. 4th down. They're going to go ahead and go for it. It's the final drive. Not a lot of time. So what the heck? Let's go for it. Pass for 16. Offense adds 3, 19. Down to the 47 of Dayton. Here we go. Holy cow. Mesa might score before the half. Run in a fumble. 9-yard run. Ball is loose. Recovered by the offense. And they scoop it up and go 11. They're going to rumble for another 7 yards. Down to the 31. 1st down. Mesa getting all the luck on that drive. On that play. It's going to be a sack. Loss of 3. Offense +3 negates it. So he's drugged down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. It's going to be a pass for 15. Defense set 3, 12, 10, 11, 12. Down to the 19. 1st down. We got a few plays. Remember, we play through it out, whether we're out of cards or not. It's going to be a run for 4. Defense subtracts 3. They get 1. 2nd down and 9. Run for 3. Defense holds them. 3rd down. It's going to be a run for 1. Offense adds 1, 4 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th down. They're going to kick the field goal. On 4th down from the 14. Doesn't matter. The kick is 9. It's good. Look at this, folks. Kudrick is going to steal. So Mesa has a brilliant late drive. 14, 31-yard field goal. So Dayton scores on a 34-yard bomb to open up the quarter. Smith mixes a field goal. Kudrick gets 3. Mesa's leading at half, 10-7. 10-7. Remember, this is the Patriot Football League, 31st season of our career. We're using Play Action Football Express for the 31st season. I'll be using Drive by Drive as part of the Play Action Football game system. For fast play, possession-based games, I'll be using the Play Action Football Express rules for the full games like this, the game of the week. And then, of course, I'll be using my new score by quarter for Play Action Football, designed specifically for Play Action Football and Play Action Football Express when I want to just quickly sim score by quarters. And that has not been released by Clark and Addison. He may make it official and release it. But if not, at some point, I'll be putting up the documents on the Google Drive. Matter of fact, they might actually already be up on my Google Drive as a free Play Action Football add-on docs. So you might be able to find that score chart there. I think I put it up. I'm pretty sure I did. All right, halftime. Mesa's winning. Again, these are going to be defensive games by the nature of some teams having no offensive ratings, some teams having great defensive ratings. Mesa still has a big advantage in offense, but Dayton has a brilliant advantage on defense. So this is going to be a low-scoring season probably for the most of the year. And that's okay. You know, that's the ebb and flow of careers as they change. All right, Dayton had received the ball, so they're going to kick it off for this. 5 is going to be the ball's taken -2. They're going to down it, take it at the 20. Mesa goes to work with a chance here. Incomplete pass, 2nd down. It's going to be a penalty on the defense. It's going to get a 2nd down over up to the 25, 2nd over. It's going to be a pass for 15. Defense takes 3 away, 10, 11, 12, up to the 37 as Mesa's moving it. It's going to be a pass incomplete. It's going to be a pass for 27. Defense takes off 3, 24 yards, 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, down to the 39. It's going to be a run for nothing. Defense hits him for the loss of 3, 1, 2, 3. Tackle for loss. Who does that? 8 gets a tackle for loss. 8 is going to be Dawes, their strong side linebacker. Tackle for loss, Dayton, linebacker Dawes. Again, that's a box score. That's called a big hit in my other in my details deck. Big hit by Dawes. It's 2nd and long. Offense gets a penalty on top of everything. Holy cow, folks! They are going the wrong way. Run for nothing. Defense hits him for a loss of 3. 1, 2, 3. Who makes that tackle for loss? 6. Louderbeck, their other backer. Louderbeck, who came over from my brother's team with a tackle for loss. Unbelievable. It is 3rd and 10, 21. 3rd and 21. 10, 20. Yeah, 3rd and 21. It's going to be a pass for 10. Offense adds 3, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. 4th down. 37. They are in field goal range. And we're going to kick it. And it's going to be 4. Our field goal kicker is an 85. 4 is good. So our field goal kicker, Kudrick, salvages a miserable drive. 37-50, 4-yard field goal. Somehow Kudrick gets the job done after Dayton with 2 huge tackle for losses. A penalty on the offense. And the kickoff now. 9 is at the 3. Dayton fields it at the 3. And 7 with a penalty is going to go 22. So out to the 25. The penalty is 7. That's offense 15 yards. So they go from here out to the 25. 15-yard penalty would put them at the 10-yard line. Dayton shoots themselves in the foot, getting overly aggressive. Dayton goes to work running the ball. Picked off. He drops back on a play-action pass. It's intercepted. How far downfield? 6. It's going to be picked off 3 yards downfield. 1, 2, 3. And it's returned 1. Fumbled back. 3-yard return. 1, 2, 3. Ball's on the ground. recovered by the offense, so they keep it. Holy cow, Wallace on a play action pass, intercepted by 2. That's the defensive lineman. It only went 3 yards downfield. That makes sense. O'Donnell, holy cow. O'Donnell also had a big play earlier. Where's O'Donnell? He had the fumble recovery. So O'Donnell is having a huge week, an interception. Wow, and he returns it, coughs it up, but lands back on it after Dayton tries to strip it away from him. Again, defensive lineman running with the ball, easy to rip that ball loose maybe. They're not accustomed to running with footballs in their hands. 1st and goal at the 10. It's going to be a pass, first down, that's a touchdown. Defense -3, nope, it's at the 3. 2nd down, that's how that works. If you get a first down, that's considered enough yardage for whatever you need, but -3, oh wait, yeah, -3 defense puts it 3 yards shy of that. So just like that, it is 2nd down and goal at the 3. It's going to be a run for 1. Offense adds 3, touchdown. Who runs this in? Parker, their stud back, extra point is good. So Parker with a 3-yard run, TD, extra points good. Man, and the Mesa machine, that offense has slowly started to take over. Kickoff 5, puts the ball -2. They're going to take it at the 20. Dayton's in trouble. They need to start scoring, and quickly. They're falling behind. It is 20-7. Dayton needs 2 touchdowns and PATs to take the lead. All right, they're going to run for a first. Defense has no effect. First down. They're going to run for 1. Offense adds nothing, so they get a yard. 2nd and 9. They're going to run for 2. Defense has no effect. 1, 2, 3. That's what happens when this team is break even. Although the defense is showing up, they're not affecting play. 3rd down. It's going to be a pass for 19. Offense adds nothing. 10, 20. 1st at the 48. Look at this. Dayton's moving. It's going to be a run for 1. 2nd down. It's going to be a run for 2. 1, 2. 3rd down. It's going to be a pass for 13. No modifier. 10, 11, 12, 13 down to the 32. Dayton mixing it up. Pow, pow, pass. Pow, pow, pass. Beautiful plays for Dayton. All right, Dayton goes to work. It's going to be a run for 2. 1, 2. They have no offensive rating to add to these base runs. It's 8 and a fumble, though. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense. You got to be kidding me. He goes 8 yards. Down to the 22. Ball's loose. The defense picks it up and goes 5. They're going to return it back 15 yards. 5. That's 10. 15 yards. Holy cow. Who coughed that up? That sack was by, or that fumble was by Robinson. Fumble loss recovered by O'Donnell. What the hell? His 2nd fumble recovery. O'Donnell has had an interception and 2 fumble recoveries for 3 box score points. That's one of the best box scores I've ever seen for one man this early in the season. Unbelievable. And we have to shuffle because 4th quarter's underway. Mesa scored 10, interception and fumble. Dayton is a turnover machine at home. It must be rainy, wet, something like that. 4th quarter's about to get started. Mesa machine up 20-7. It's not over. Dayton can score and get an onside. They have many ways to make a game of this. But right now, Mesa has recovered another fumble by Robinson, and Dayton is in deep trouble. Mesa's offense is taking advantage of every mistake Dayton makes. So not when you say, well, how does a bad defense do? Well, they're not bad. They're not an effective defense, but opportunistic, yes. They're clearly going to be opportunistic defenses. There is such a thing as defensive rankings that aren't great on paper, but they are opportunistic. So a 0 can be a effective takeaway team, getting sacks, takeaways, although they don't modify the opposing team. They don't discourage the opposing team, right? So that is a 0 in Play Action Football or Play Action Football Express is not dooming you to a complete abject failure as a defense, right? So, but a -3 is certainly helping your chances. Okay, let's do some shuffles here. it up. Shuffle here. And then we'll get started with the fourth quarter. Play Action Football Express, absolutely fantastic. You can pick this up at Clark and Addison Games. Very reasonable price. You have to print them. Now, this particular deck of cards is something you must purchase from Clark Game Crafter, but well worth it, as it should last you a lifetime. All right, the Mesa machine with the ball, and they are on top. They're going to be sacked for a loss of nothing. So again, scrambles, third down. Oh, wait, no, that's second down. 3 offense plus 3, so they get sacked technically, but no loss. Pass for 7, defense reduces it by 4, down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is third down and 6. It's going to be a pass for a potential touchdown. Defense minus 3, add 4. 4 adds nothing, so it's going to be 11 minus 3, 8 yards and a first down up to the 49. They do get enough for the first. Dayton's defense, if that had said touchdown, right, then I would have marked that at the 3-yard line. If it said 80, I would have given them a touchdown. But if I flip TD, which is actually a point on the field, I would then subtract Dayton's defense. They would have had the ball tackled at the 3. If I flipped a 60 plus 11, if that's enough to get them into the end zone, minus 3, then it would be a touchdown. So I actually counted TD as a location, goal line, so to speak. So it would be 3. Anyway, first down. It's going to be a pre-snap offensive penalty. Going the wrong way. 1st and 15. They pass for the first down, but the defense holds them 3 yards shy. So it's 2nd down and 3. It's going to be a pass incomplete. 3rd down and 3. It's going to be a pass incomplete. 4th down. Dayton's defense holds. They're going to punt. 3 on the punt chart is 37 yards. It's going to be fielded at the 7 by Dayton, and Dayton's going to take off and go 7. Nice return. 5 yards back, so they're up to the 12. 1st and 10 at the 12. Dayton forces a punt, finally. See if Dayton can move without turning it over. It's going to be a pass for 10. Defense doesn't affect it. 1st down strike, Wallace to his tight end. It's going to be a pass incomplete. 2nd down. Pass for 5, no modifier. Up to the 27, 3rd and 5. It's going to be a pass for 13, no modifier. 10, 11, 12, 13. Man, Wallace in the 4th, playing just like he knows he's behind. It's going to be a pass for 6. Unbelievable. 6, no modifier for the offense, up to the 46, 2nd and 4. It's going to be a pass for 8. Unbelievable. Oh my God, I've got like all the passes shuffled together. That's amazing. 8, defense, no modifier, 8 and a first down. We're going to be at the 46 of Dayton, of Mesa. Pass, incomplete, 2nd down. They are throwing the ball. Run, there it is, 9, no modifier, 3rd and 1. And that is 2. That's Wallace holds on to that, rumbles for 9 yards. It's going to be a run for a loss of 1. Defense has no effect. 4th down and 2. They have no choice. They got to go for it. Run for a first down. Defense would affect it, but they have a 0, so it's a 1st down run on the button. A 2-yard dive for Robinson. Gets 2 the hard way. 1st down. It's going to be a sack. Loss of 7. Damn, up to the 43. 2nd and 17. Pass for 27. Offense doesn't add. 10. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1st and goal, or 1st and 10 from the 16. Beautiful pass to Andrews, the tight end. Defense jumps. Hallelujah. 1st down and 5. Sack. They're going to lose it all. 2nd down and 10. It's going to be a 1st down pass. Defense doesn't affect it. 1st and goal at the 6. Run for 1. 2nd down and goal from the 5. Run for a touchdown. Flag. The flag is 5. You got to be kidding me. Defense, 15 yards. They'll decline it. Touchdown. And that touchdown run is by 9. That is going to be Robinson. Makes up for his fumble earlier. Robinson. 5-yard run. Extra point. Cannot be missed. So Dayton makes this a 1-possession game. Can Mesa, the kickoff 3 is touchback, so can Mesa score one more time and put Dayton out of their misery? It's going to be a run for 8+, a chance to go to the touchdown. 9, 8 plus 60. defense. So that's 68 minus 3, 65 yards, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. First down and 10 at the 15. Big run for 6. Parker, their stud back, goes 65-yard breakaway. The Mesa Machine are about to put Dayton out of their misery. They're going to run again for 2, minus 3, loss of 1, 2nd and 11. It's going to be a run and a fumble. Pow! Dayton hammers him. Ball's loose, recovered by the offense. And he picks it up and runs with it for 12 yards. Oh, my God. So it was a run. It was a run for 2. Defense made it a minus 1 run. They scoop it up, though. They recover their own fumble and go 12. Down to the 5. First down. He recovers that for a first down run. Holy cow. Picks up his own fumble. And it's going to be a run for nothing. Minus 3. 1, 2, 3. Tackle for loss for Dayton's number 11. Bravo's a stud. He gets a tackle for loss. Bravo was the league MVP last year and the defensive player of the year. He got a tackle for loss in a huge situation. 2nd and goal from the 8. Run for minus 1. Offense gets him 2. 1, 2. 3rd down and goal from the 6. Pass for 24 plus out of the end zone, 4th down. They'll kick a field goal here, 85, and it's good. Kudrick adds a short chip shot field goal, 23-yard field goal for Kudrick, and we will finish this kickoff. 11 balls at the 6. The return is 1 fumble. Damn, 10 yards, and he coughs it up. Recovered by the defense. Game's over. And they recover it and return it 8. They recover it and return it 12. So it went 10, and they recover it 12. They're down to the 4, and that's it. Game over. You got to be kidding me. McDowell or Bravo. So 1 through 6 will be McDowell. 7 through 12 is Bravo. 12. Bravo, who had a great day, fumbled. Bravo, kick off, return, fumble, lost. Recovered by 3, and that is Clark, their star. And Clark will get the fumble recovery for the defense, and that's it. Game is over. And let's add up. So Dayton scores 7. Mesa gets a huge run, and it leads to a chip shot field goal, and then Dayton fumbles away the final possession. That is, let's see here, 23 to 14. Mesa is 2-0. Dayton is now 1-1. And that was our game of the week using PAF Express. Full game. Outstanding. Fumble. So Dayton starts off with a fumble after a good drive. O'Donnell gets their first big play of the day, recovering that. Andrews throws in 2 passes. Bang, bang, touchdown. A 6-yard strike to Parks. Robinson then coughs it up again. Greg then gives it right back. That ended the first quarter. Wallace throws a 34-yard touchdown pass to Davis following this mayhem that happened to end the first quarter. Mesa forced a punt. Smith with a 34-yard missed field goal. That would have made the game interesting. As it is, Mesa takes the ball back down the field, kicks a 31-yard field goal to punish him. Makes it 10-7 when it could have well have been 10-10. Kudrick then they open up with a beautiful drive down the field. Kudrick, after a miserable series of downs with tackles for losses and a penalty, hits a 54-yard field goal. Wallace then picked off by O'Donnell, batted up in the air. O'Donnell, the defensive lineman, 3 yards downfield, picks it off. Parker then gets a pitch and runs for 3 for a touchdown. Robinson coughs it up. O'Donnell's 3rd takeaway. 2 fumble recoveries and an interception. O'Donnell now the defensive player of the year right now as it stands. Mesa forced the punt, though. Robinson, they drive down the field. Robinson scores. Mesa returns the favor, kicks a field goal, and then Bravo coughs it up in the final drive of the game. Bergessi had a sack for Dayton, and Dayton had 3 players with tackles for loss. Dawes with tackles for loss, Louderbeck, and Bravo. So Dayton's defense, absolutely dominant, unfortunately turned it over 3 times, and you're not going to win games in any professional league turning it over 3 times. Thanks for watching. Good day.